Interesting. And one super producer Joel Holt has one question for all of us.
I do.
Where's Danielle?
Oh, yeah. That's all I've been saying all day.
Where in the world
where's Danielle? Where's my defensive end? Like now. Jordan texted me, we got a new second tight end. I don't care. Where's the tight end? Where's the defensive end?
You might be okay with DJ Wanham.
Hey, we got to talk about and I think that's the other thing we also have to talk about as well. The Bears supposed to be meeting with DJ Wanham here. DJ Wanham sounds like an excellent DJ name, by the way. Like, come on, do you want him? Do you not want him? DJ Wanham is a great name. You got to give credit to him for that.
By the way, you got to talk about the breaking news that hit while we were starting the show as well.
Simone Biles is here.
We signed Jonathan Owens. It ain't breaking news. I got the short on it.
I mean, technically, it's breaking
Where's
news.
The credits? Do I have the credits?
Do you got the credits?
I do. Talking about some Jonathan Owens.
Made a move. You got to talk about it.
I mean, listen, we signed Jonathan Owens. He's got 87 tackles last season. He's a nice depth piece. That's about all the news that I cared about with it. We signed Simone Biles' husband.
That's what that graphic was
Thank
for.
you. Yeah, I was about to say that's even bigger.
We signed Simone Biles' husband. Simone Biles will be at Bears games from now on.
Hey.
we in on Simone Biles?
You know what? Hey, listen, hey, beautiful woman. Let's keep it moving.
She's our version of Taylor.
Beautiful woman.
She's our version of
winner
Taylor
for America. There you go.
Winner.
America.
I saw my man Muck is in here. What's up, Muck?
Hey, Muck was mad we had Adam on. He was
sure was.
He was like, this guy's a Fields lover. My God. Muck was going crazy right now.
Muck.
Good signing for Jonathan Owens. Couple years here. We'll see what it ends up being. But I think here's the thing. I really like the fact that we're looking at DJ Wanham. This sounds so funny now that I'm thinking of it as a DJ name.
No, you want Danielle Hunter. I think we've all been saying that he's probably going to ask for $30 million.
No, we get you want Danielle Hunter. We still got to look for other people.
I'm with Joel on this one. Listen, when he cried for Saquon, when he cried for Bijan, I'm not on his side. I do feel like you go get the best case scenario guy. Right, you go get the best case scenario guy that you can get. And I don't want to go bargain bin shopping with as much cap space as we have. I don't want to go bargain bin shopping when you have options here. Now, Danielle Hunter can say no, but when it comes out, I want it to be that the Bears offered Danielle Hunter $30 million for what is it, 5 years, however long he's going to be here, however 4 years, 4-year deal, $30 million a year. Bow, and he said no. If that's the case, I can live with it because the player has the choice, and he's pretty much the main edge rusher you're looking at next, that's left. And so I kind of see the Bears going in a route where, well, if he says no, we want to make sure we have this backup here, and that's where we look at DJ Wanham. But DJ Wanham clearly has to be the backup option to me.
So according to Adam, based off the cap and the moves that we just signed, he's saying that we actually won't have enough room to even get him because it's really like we only have 22 million. If Poles has that space that he wants, like 8 to 10 million, we wouldn't be able to sign him.
Breaking news.
What do we got?
Breaking news. Danielle Hunter is going to the Texans.
Oh,
so
that is the end of that. And Joel is gone.
And there you have it, homeboy.
Joel, what are your thoughts on Danielle Hunter going to the Texans there? We don't care about your thoughts. He's not a pair.
How you gonna use it on me? I gave you too much power.
You gave me too much power. You can't stop me now. I like that one better. I'm not gonna lie, because it's literally like how Law and Order ended. How much money are we talking about on that one? How much money was that deal? Do we got details?
Well, right now they're just kind of keeping it simple. It just says 4 years for right now, so they'll have more details.
Probably got 30 million a freaking year.
They probably got ridiculous,
2 years,
ridiculous money. So now, listen. Now
2 years.
Oh, you got it.
Hold on. Yeah, he's agreed to terms with the Texans to return home. 2 years, $49 million with $48 million fully guaranteed. The contract has a $51 million total tax.
That's not terrible.
That's not terrible at all.
Well, if he went home, maybe that's why he wanted to go home. That's not a bad contract. That's like 24,
25,
24 mil.
like 20.
No.
It's
48.
How much was it? Say the numbers again.
You said 49 million with 48 guaranteed.
I thought you said almost 50.
So Ian Rappaport is reporting. It says that it's 2 years, 49 million with 48 million fully guaranteed. Contract has 51 million total
it's
max.
Like 24 mil. That's not
a fully guaranteed contract, technically, though.
It is a fully guaranteed contract for 2 years. Shout out to him for getting the money. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Poles saw something in the medicals that he didn't like. Maybe he saw something in the long term that he didn't like. But it's dead. So where's Danielle? He's in Texas. That's
so we can change that to where's DJ now, right?
So now, well, nobody. It's got to be. Listen, it's got to be go DJ, right? We got one DJ on the team already. You got to be doing a go DJ on that. Now looking at DJ Wanham, what are your thoughts on DJ Wanham coming in and possibly being that edge rusher opposite?
Well, that didn't age well. There you go.
I said, well, now we have the answer to where's Danielle, so I mean that works.
Well, yeah, you got a point.
I said that to me, a DJ Wanham signing would feel like a DeMarcus Walker signing where you're bringing in a clear number 2. But the biggest difference is now you have your clear number 1. You were bringing in DeMarcus Walker, maybe hoping that he could end up helping you as a number 1. But like you knew that he wasn't going to be that coming off a 7-sack season. DJ Wanham coming off of multiple 8-sack seasons in a row. You feel like maybe, listen, you know he can get some pressure. You know he's a good player. You know, opposite of your number 1 guy, opposite of Montez Sweat, he's going to be effective. I wouldn't be mad at the signing there. And maybe you get him at a little bit cheaper. Maybe you get him in kind of that $19 $20 million range.
Now it becomes an issue because you got to decide whether or not Poles is going to spend the cash because we know he's meeting with the Panthers and we know they're desperate to get some talent on that team. So are they going to throw the bag at him because they've been a crap show of an organization, just spend money when they don't need to. So maybe they overspend to get him in the door at this point.
And then Burns just left.
I think
so
you can live with that though, right? Because here's the thing: there is that now. It just changes what your priorities in the draft are.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can sign one of them. I mean, you're talking 8 sacks, 62 tackles. He's got like 15 hits. But
really
technically,
nice.
but Sweat kind of was more like 8 and what have you. So like there's an ascension. He's only 26, so he still fits a profile of being young enough. And my thing is then if you sign him, now you can just focus primarily on offense on the draft. So that's not a bad idea. 900 in the chat, by the way. So
I mean, receiver and offensive line is probably the way to go. But DJ Wanham is a decent like backup. Like that's a good consolation prize. He's 26 years old, so he's still in his prime. 8 sacks. He's consistent. Maybe Poles sees something that potentially, if he signs here, he can improve on those numbers.
Because the other problem is we still haven't fixed the whole. If we sign Wanham, we only really need a receiver and we need depth, and we still need our center. So unless I like the idea. Oh, I meant to shout out Adam.
I want Connor Williams.
I meant to shout out Adam.
I know he's coming off.
He brought that up in one of his videos. Like if they were to sign him, and that your boy Bates is a bridge for this guy to get healthy, that whole deal. I'm just saying that's an idea.
I'm done bringing in big dudes with injuries. Done, bro. Haven't we all?
I would take him more so.
Been burned enough.
You win. Done.
It's an ACL. They heal up now. Not when you 300 plus pounds. They don't.
You know what? I'm not gonna argue with you on that.
Call me crazy. I'm taking a chance on Connor because he's still one of the best linemen before pre-injury. So I don't know.
Shut up, Dan Tanner. What's happening, man?
Does Hunter's contract actually affect his market a lot more? Because like now he's effectively taking $24 million a year, which is like $6 million less than we thought he was going to get.
That's great. That means that it didn't break the market.
Are you saying does it affect Wanham's market?
Does it affect Wanham's market?
Yes,
it does.
We'll get him in for cheaper.
That's why I said you probably get him in probably at a $18 to $20 million range. You're gonna get, and Courtney Cronin talked about this today. That's not what I said. I said there's a lot of body on that knee. on that knee, my guy. Dominic going crazy with that.
That's a flag on you. That's
we all saw it too. That's what's crazy about it. It was a comment that stuck out to all of us. What the?
and Grady over here he been trying to come at me all freaking.
Grady been cooking ever since I got him going in that first one, bro. I can't fry with you every show, Grady. But we'll get another
every time he comes in, always trying to.
We'll get another one in here that we can fry, bro. But no, I think that realistically, when you look at now Wanham's market, you do look at it as a market that has gone the other direction. You do look at it as a market that, might be moving in a better direction for the Chicago Bears, and that you can get him at a good price. Now, the one thing you do have to kind of question is what Kid said. If the Panthers are willing to get in a bidding war to you, how important is that position? And the one thing that you got to add on top of that is the Bears are definitely looking to go at least take a deep look at center in the draft. They sent 8 members of the coaching staff to go look at the Oregon Pro Day today. Now, there's some nice players on Oregon, but we know who they're looking at. Mm-hmm. So could we see possibly a trade back where the Bears try to go out there and attack multiple positions from that 9th pick, maybe take Jackson Powers somewhere in the 18 to 21 range and move back there and possibly, and here's the thing, the value of Justin Fields, whether we like it or not, has gone the other direction. You're not getting a 2nd round pick for him. You're not getting a 3rd round pick for him. It's a long way from our 9th pick to our next pick. You got to get something in the middle. We may have no choice but to trade back. But can you risk missing a possible Malik Neighbors? Can you risk missing on a possible Rome Odunze, a clear-cut weapon on the other side?
Yeah.
I think you can, just because the 3rd round has some good receivers. Brendan Rice is still projected to be a 3rd rounder. We have 2. I'm not saying he's going to be there, but he's a serviceable big end. If hypothetically, if Caleb is where we end up landing, then you have that familiarity with him as well. And so that actually is, hey, I got one of his primary targets, plus I got DJ Moore, and we've shored up the line. So it's a risk worth taking if Poles decides that that's where he wants to go. If he's keeping Fields, no, I wouldn't do that at all. If he's keeping Fields, so you get Fields the best weapons possible. You allow him to.
Well, if he's keeping Fields, you can get the best weapons 2nd or 3rd. If he's keeping Fields, you go on wide receiver. That answers all the questions. You go get MHJ, and I just say draft him straight up with the night. Draft straight up. I don't care.
There you go.
Backing it up, baby.
Thank you.
If you have conviction, that high, how can you take a center that high? We don't have somebody that can snap the ball to the quarterback and then block. They can do one or the other. Hey, I can snap the ball. I can't block that dude in front of me. Like, this is very who said that last time? I don't feel like I'm asking too much to ask for a center that snaps and
Lord Crimson. I think it was Lord Crimson.
Come on, dog. Like, I don't feel like we're asking too much here. And so I think that I like the fact that they are scouting that. I like the fact that they see some things in the draft. And Ryan Poles is sticking to his guns, man. Listen, we all wanted Danielle Hunter here, but realistically speaking, we know the price tag that's attached to Danielle Hunter, and we know what Ryan Poles' vision when he came in was. Although the price tag a lot lower than I thought, guys. Like a lot lower than what I thought it was going to be. But
I was saying that
we know the vision was build through the draft. Although $24 million, we could spend that. Ryan, is Ted back? Did Ted sneak back in the building and block a check? Is that what happening?
I thought his access was revoked.
I don't know. Hey, I do want to mention real quick. We do have available free agent edge rushers still on the market. So Jacob Infante, he just tweeted, you still got Chase Young out there. You still got Clowney. Calais Campbell. We mentioned DJ Wanham, Carl Lawson, Mike Dana, and Derek Barnett. So decent list.
No, it's not.
Of course, you don't get your guy.
No.
We know.
I don't want to just get a guy to get him. My point is Jadeveon Clowney is totally under.
I'm just giving you the names. I didn't say I want him. I mean, Chase Young to me might be the potential.
Chase could be one, and then Wanham.
And that's my question. I see a lot of Bears fans that are just out on Chase Young because of. Now, listen, I'm not saying that he plays the run great. I'm not even saying he plays it well. But I think that's called getting a guy to do something with proper coaching. And maybe he hasn't had that to this point. And when he went to San Francisco, you didn't see the effort you wanted to see. But everybody's out on Chase Young's, 8.5 sacks, including, 9.5 sacks, right? Including the Super Bowl. Everybody's out on Chase Young because of the one play in the Detroit game where the runner ran right past him. Now, the runner ran right past him. He's not great against the run. But 9.5 sacks is your number 2 guy. Now, that's with the Super Bowl, the entire playoff run, all of that. That's not bad, guys. That's not a bad thing to have on your team.
I'm fine. My thing
is 7.5 just in the regular season.
In my opinion, this is the equivalent of like the Saquon to get DeAndre Swift. We're still getting a great player in a sense, but Chase Young being a compliment bookend where you still got Sweat. And if Dexter is if by what reports are saying, if he's improving, we have an improved line. You're still getting, like you said, 8 sacks, and he might be able to recover from this. I think. Well, how old is he? 26, 27, same age.
Yeah, he's still young. He's still in the prime of his career. And I mean, come on, if you're talking about production, he's better than anything we got opposite Montez Sweat right now. If we're being honest, just like with Kevin Byard replacing Eddie Jackson,
on 10 mil.
Like he's going to be better than what we have.
Well, he had 7.5 sacks last year.
I think what makes it interesting is that. When you look at the team as a whole, when you look at kind of the players that you already had, the one question I'm asking is, okay, I would love to go out and sign something, but if we're just going to get money for a guy, if we're just going to get money for a nice player,
Jag.
Don't we already have just not a Jag? I think better than a Jag, not just a guy. I think better, but like you're going out there to get somebody who's like
Raymond, geez,
a good opposite, right?
Yeah.
Are you wasting the money because technically when DeMarcus Walker had the number 1 on the other side, he had a 7-sack season? Do you already have your guy on the roster? I know he had definitely a down year last year, but he spent most of the season last year being the basically number 1 option opposite Yannick, who kind of was not the number 1 option we'd hoped he'd be. So now you got a guy that is in Montez Sweat. Maybe you see the bounce back from a DeMarcus Walker over there.
So what this team could mirror is like the Peyton Manning Colts defense, where you had the 2 bookends, Freeney and Mathis. If we were to get another guy like that. Oh, by the way, 1,000 in the chat.
1,000 in the chat. Shout out to
let's go.
Big combination.
I just feel like, okay, what the 9th pick. So it's like because we haven't fixed the center position, it feels like we almost have to take that with that 9th pick. Because otherwise, what defensive end coming out in the draft? Huh?
No, I just said I'm fine with that. Don't look back if you're convinced. I think if Brian Post has a conviction to get him, doesn't matter if center is someone that doesn't usually get taken that high, you get him and don't look back.
Or you still use DeMarcus Walker and you don't address the other defensive end, and you still got to get a center. But then again, you got this free money over here. Like I would probably go for Wonnum over Chase, because looking at Chase's numbers to Wonnum. Less tackles. He only had 7.5 sacks last year, and that's within 2 teams. So, like, at least you got 8 sacks. You know, you got a fumble return for touchdown. You got a little bit more, something to work with Wonnum, versus I see someone kind of maybe getting better. He went to 3 sacks to 8 to 4 to 8, where Chase came out high, and then it's kind of like, you know, he's just a complimentary player at this point.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be mad at it. I think that it is he'd be an interesting ad. I think the Bears have some options here, and you love the fact that they absolutely have some options on coming out, even though we do miss out on Danielle Hunter.
Grady is silly than the mug, Joe. Breaking news. Hold on. He said we just traded Khalil Mack again. So the My Blazer, Pat's glasses, and a LeVar Ball jersey. Silly man.
What is wrong with that man?
He's silly, man.
A LeVar Ball jersey.
A LeVar Ball jersey. What school is that? Where'd you find a LeVar Ball jersey?
Hey, that's like a real question. It's like an elite joke, because it's like no one would have thought of a LeVar Ball jersey.
Hey, Grady got some good ones out there, dog. Grady be throwing some jabs. I respect it. Let's keep this thing moving along, man. Let's talk about the tight end that we do have on the team. Let's break that down. Coming up next, we're going to take a quick break, hear from our sponsors over at Aura, and we'll be right back after this.